guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you are new. So in today's video, we're going to be working on our November budget. So this video is going to be a lot more fast paced. I've taught this method so many times, so if you're interested in how I do my budget and a lot more breakdown and step-by-step, then just go check out the description box down below. I have a whole playlist of budgeting videos and financing videos, so just check that out down below. Okay, so we're gonna start out with our monthly bills and expenses. So I have this worksheet here that I put all of my bills on, you guys know. And then for the sake of time, I went ahead and filled out my calendar. So as you can see, here's all of my husband's paychecks. These are my 2 paychecks. I did go back to work, so I'm gonna be receiving paychecks in November. And then this month is Thanksgiving, so I have a potluck at work. I've got dinner that I need to take dishes to, and then I'm hosting Thanksgiving as well. I have a co-host today. She is talking and doing the most, huh? And then, so for our yearly expenses, I made this at the beginning of October, whenever I did all this. So for our yearly expenses in November this year, we've got Thanksgiving and oil changes. So I went ahead and wrote this at the top of my calendar just to remind myself. So I'm gonna put this to the side. You won't be able to see it, but I will. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to our notebook paper. So I like to write all of our paycheck dates. So this is November. So we've got the 3rd, the 7th, the 10th, 17th, 22nd, and 24th. So the 7th and the 22nd are my paychecks. I did go through and I researched a little bit. I can link the website down below for you, but it's through ADP, and basically you can plug in your pay frequency, your salary or hourly amount, and the hours worked, and it will calculate your taxes for you. So mine was about $211, but just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and just budget for $200. My husband's paychecks are usually around $600. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that. You always wanna budget for the least amount that's expected, because if you over budget, then you're gonna be in trouble. So go ahead and write those down. I'm gonna highlight my paychecks in purple. Just visually, it's easier that way. And then my husband's paychecks in blue. So it's something new that we're doing now that I went back to work. My whole paycheck is going to be allotted towards the house payment. We did move recently, so our house payment is almost double what it was. So we're still trying to figure out exactly the best method to be able to pay that. So all of my paycheck is gonna go towards the house. So 200, and then we are closed out for that paycheck. Okay. And then, so our house payment is $1,020. So you're gonna minus 400, leaving us with $620. So I'm gonna go ahead and write this at the top here, just so I can remember. My husband's paycheck gets paid 4 times, so we're gonna divide that by 4. So we need to take out $155 from each of his paychecks. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that here. Okay, so the house payment is taken care of. Next, I'm gonna go through and write all of when the bills are paid. So as you can see here, the Arveston insurance is due on the 7th. However, we've already allotted that money towards something else. So it's going to have to be paid on the 3rd. The mower can be paid on the 10th. The electric is due on the 20th, so we're gonna have to take it out of the 17th paycheck. And then Capital One is due on the 28th, so we have to take it out of the 24th paycheck. So if that makes sense, you just wanna make sure your bills are paid before they're due, if that makes sense. It's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm just gonna go through, I'm just gonna go through and write all of our bills down. So I'm gonna go through and add up all of our bills just to make sure that we're in budget. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm also going to subtract the amount of bills from our expected paycheck amount, so we'll find out how much is left. Okay, so right away, I can see that the 3rd and the 24th are gonna be short paychecks. The 10th and the 17th is good. We've got a lot of leeway there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take these 2 house payments, I'm gonna divide those in half, and then put one half on the 3rd and the 24th, the other half on the 10th and the 17th, so that we have more room for our weekly expenses. She is just talking up a storm over there. Hope you guys don't mind. Okay, so we'll do 155 divided by 2. That's 77.50. I'm gonna just go ahead and do 78. So I'm gonna just mark these out. Because we're refiguring. So house 78. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, just let me know down below and I will try and explain it. So yeah. Okay, so on the 10th and the 17th, we already have 155 we have to take out. We're gonna add 78. So our new total on these house payments is gonna be 233. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and mark these out because we're not working with those numbers anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna add up and do the exact same thing that I just did earlier. So these numbers in parentheses is what we have left over out of these paychecks. So that looks good. I feel good about that. So the thing about weekly expenses is that most of these are variable. So the babysitter we are not paying because my mother-in-law is keeping the baby while I'm at work. She refuses to let me pay her. It's a whole thing, but it is what it is. So fuel and groceries are kind of more variable expenses. We can finagle that a little bit better than, you know, the chew. Chew is always gonna be $30, so I'm gonna go ahead and write that in. And next we have fuel. So I can get gas about every 2 weeks, and honestly, I don't drive all that much. I just take the kids to school and then I go to work. So I don't drive all that much, so I keep my van like on full, and then I'll just get gas every once in a while just to fill it back up with whatever money we have left over during the week. It's not one of those things where I have to like drain it empty and then fill it back up, because it does cost about $80 to fill up my van. I have a Chevy Uplander if you're interested. But my husband, his job requires him to travel a lot, so he does have to fill up his gas tank every week. He does get reimbursed, but he does have to fit the bill first. So we know that filling up his truck every week is going to cost us $80 no matter what. So I'm gonna go ahead and budget for that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add up this number with the chew and the fuel, and then I will subtract whatever that equals from the expected amount of the paycheck. So I'll find out how much we have left over to spend on groceries. So I went ahead and highlighted the groceries for you because it's kind of, you know, squished together. I meant to move this up, but I forgot. So anyway, we have 157, 222, 134, and 93. So what we'll do is with my 22nd paycheck, we will do oil changes with my bonus. Just depending on what it is, I don't know. But we'll do oil changes with my bonus on this paycheck. I just cannot budget for it because I never know what it's going to be, which is kind of what sucks about my employer, but it is what it is. I'm just thankful that I get bonuses, you know? And then let's see, what else was there? Thanksgiving dinners. So I've got a Thanksgiving potluck on the 9th. So I'll need to make sure and get stuff for that when I get groceries on the 3rd. So I'll just need to make sure and get stuff for this potluck on the 3rd. And then my Thanksgiving dinner, I'll need to make sure and get groceries for this stuff on the 17th. And then probably for the 24th as well, which the 10th grocery is gonna be $222, which is plenty. I'll be able to get everything that I need, so I'm not worried about that. So anyway, I hope this all makes sense to you guys. If you have any questions, like I said, just leave them down below. If you have any tips, concerns, tricks, anything that you wanna share with me, go ahead and put them down below. I am willing to listen and whatever, you know. So anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.